Hello viewers, this is Attorney Naresh Gehi, and today we are going to discuss about a very important visa, and this is known as the A visa. Now very often people ask me, Mr. Gehi, what is this A visa? Especially if you're a diplomat in a foreign country and if you want to come to the United States, the answer is very simple. You need to apply for an A visa. And what is an A visa? The answer is that you are a diplomat in a foreign country. Now your country wants you to be posted in the United States. The very first thing you need to discuss with the government is that, your home government I mean, is that you will require an A visa to come to this country. So what happens is that your government will be processing documents for you, and those documents will be taken by you to the American consulate abroad, and you need to prove that you are officially working in a diplomatic capacity in your home country, and that your travel and your stay in the foreign country, which means in the United States, is going to be for quote-unquote diplomatic purposes, which means, you're coming here to basically discuss a treaty with the United States, or if you're here to basically better foreign relationships between your government and the United States, the answer is that the A visa may be perfect for you. Now, how does the A visa work? And very often I get calls from diplomats, Mr. Gehi, what happens to my family and this home health which I have, which means my employee who works for me in my home, my servant sometimes who's working for me, what do I do about those things? The good news for you is that if you are here on an A visa, the good news is that your wife and your children can come in on an A2 visa. Now, what is an A2 visa? A2 visa is meant for your wife and for your children. And if you're married and if you want your children to come over here and accompany you and live with you in the United States, the good news is that exactly they can come with you, they can live with you, and your children can also stay with you happily. Now, the other good news for diplomats is that you can also get your home help worker with you, which means you have this particular John Doe working in your house who's been your loyal employee who takes care of your house every day with you, he takes care of your house every single day for you. And at this point of time, you want him to come and you cannot leave him behind. And the good news is that the American government understands these issues. So what you need is basically you need to apply for an A3 visa for your employee, for your domestic employee. Remember, it's very important for you to prove that he's your employee by means of an agreement between you and the employee that this is your domestic help, and the domestic help worker has to be living and working for you. Now, this is a very important issue which comes up in immigration, especially because what happens is that sometimes these domestic workers come with you and they don't want to stay with you. That is not correct. And actually then you are in violation of the law, because what you did is that exactly you did not inform immigration that he's left your house and he's not with you anymore. So remember, once if an A3 employee comes in, your domestic worker comes in, it's his duty to come and live with you. Please do not hold up the passport of the employee, because that is against the law. You cannot hold up the A3 workers, which is your domestic employees' documents, and that is against the law. Remember that you pay him proper wages. These are important concerns for A visa holders. So remember, I'm going to reiterate everything for you. The answers, as far as the A visa is concerned, it's fantastic for you to come in as a diplomat to this country. And if you want to have your wife and your children to come in, consider the A2 visa. And remember, what you need is a diplomatic note. Of course, your passport should be ready with you. You need to have your marriage certificate, birth certificate of your children. All those documents should be properly collected, and an official letter from your government stating that how long you're going to go there, what is the purpose of the trip. These are very important issues which are considered when an A visa is granted to a diplomat. So we've been helping a lot of diplomats to get the visas, or even to process applications for permanent residence for diplomats. If you are a diplomat and if you're interested in settling in the United States, the law offices of Gehi and Associates would be happy to assist you. If you need any further information regarding the A visa, you can review my book, on Amazon, and the name of the book is Immigration for Everyone. And also you can visit the website for this book is www.immigrationforeveryone.com.